Hello and welcome to Pizzabento. I'm one of your hosts, Nicky from Seattle, Washington, USA.
And I'm Dansen from Tokyo, Japan. And today we're going to talk about ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah, ballet.
It's all you, my friend. So,
I hate to
read.
say I don't know. What?
I read from your blog that you did indeed go to your first ballet show.
Yes, I went to my first ballet show, and I thought, hey, let's talk about ballet. It was actually quite impressive. I hate to admit that because it's just people dancing around in frilly dresses, but it was like it's sport and an art and a very impressive thing. But one thing I found kind of weird about it is how this was made like 200 years ago, right?
What, the art?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sure.
A long time ago, right? But it's obviously intended.
More than that, I think.
What?
More than that, I think.
But I don't know if you ever noticed, but ballet is very like it's very suggestive, like their body movements and everything like that, and it's really quite interesting. It's like how rich people got off or something a million years ago. Like in our day and age now, it's not that shocking at all. But just putting it in perspective of like a long time ago, it seems rather.
No, from what I do see of ballet, which is very few, and far in between, they do wear skimpy outfits, and they're very form-fitting and they're very touchy-feely.
Yeah, and they like move kind of like sometimes like belly dancers or whatever, like the sort of like, you know, the snake movement of the body or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The rhythmic, pulsating bodies.
Yeah, but no, they really do that, and and they like kick their legs up and like twist backwards and a whole bunch of very suggestive movements and stuff. And in our modern age, it's like, you know, it's not shocking at all. It's like pop music does more than that, but at the same time, like it's rather in your face, as it were. And also, like the dudes wear like just a leotard that's like super tight. Yeah. You can like see their butt cheeks and stuff. And they have like a padded codpiece and stuff.
Oh wow!
And that's it. They don't wear pants, and so
yeah, codpiece would make sense.
Yeah, but it's like protruding.
Well, it's better than the actual shape of it. Like, oh, he's leaning. You know,
I suppose,
a codpiece gives it more of a universal Ken doll feel to it.
It's supposed to obviously imply that he's not wearing pants, and so it's. Really...
I don't know if it's supposed to imply that. I think it's just for.
But you can like see his butt cheeks, dude. So like it's obviously meant to be like, you know, make you really like only the dancer's legs, I guess, is what the point is, and that's why the ballerinas have like the types of dress they have too, because they want to emphasize the movements of the ballerina and whatnot. But still, like that's not the only thing. I don't want to focus just on its titillation. Okay. But it was also just very like weird. It's hard to explain this, but like this was a semi-pro ballerina thing. There were some people just beginning, and so some of them, it was hard to really get into it because they're like wobbling and stuff. Okay. But some of the people, like my friend who like toured Europe and stuff like that, like it was so like executed that it seemed almost like she wasn't trying. But when you would just get sort of lost in it though, because there was like all this like story in the movements and stuff. It was really trippy. Like you started to feel like there's another language beyond words that they were communicating. They were like as if they were doing opera with their bodies or something. It was really hard to explain, but you really started to get into it after a while. It was like visual communication or some shit.
So your friend was in the ballet itself?
She was like the lead performer or whatever, in the final act or whatever, and like some of it was just like people like practicing or whatever, showing their effort or whatever. Okay. Because it was for a ballet school. Okay. But like my friend performed in the final act or whatever, in like and my friend's been doing it since she's like really little, like 3 or something, and she's toured around Europe and everything too, so she's like kicks ass.
So she's semi-pro or?
Semi-pro is, I guess I'd put it, and she's really good, and like, I mean, I'm not a ballet pro, so I can't say what's good or what's not, but I know that it was amazing. Like the story started to like reveal itself just by their movements. It was hard to explain, but like.
Well, that's kind of the whole point, right? Is telling a story.
There's stories and stuff. Yeah, I know, and that was actually quite impressive. Like, you could start to feel like you were hearing it. It's hard to explain, but like, yeah, very amazing stuff.
Now, was the orchestration like just music only, or was there singing?
Well, for some of the littler kids, they had like sort of like a song, like you know, like kid songs or whatever.
Twinkle Little Star.
But yeah, because there was a whole spectrum of abilities and stuff like that. Like towards the end, where my friend performed and stuff, it was like a straight up classic ballet. But towards the beginning, there was just like beginner little kids that were trying to do ballet but weren't so good yet. So, you know, like I'm a Little Teapot kind of stuff.
Right. Now, do you think it's gonna die out?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Like, when you overanalyze an art and you make it too artsy, it starts to kill itself, I think.
Well,
like,
it's not overanalyzing, but it's just in this age of, you know, like the internet and TV and scripted. Well, that's not scripted, but more things that are more in your face, I guess. Do you think it's gonna eventually die out, kind of like a novelty thing?
Right, that's what I mean. Like, they try to make it too perfect and too that, and it becomes just sort of cliche. And so, like, yeah, I mean, do they make a lot of new ballets? I don't know. Like, that would be a sign whether it's dying out or not. I imagine they don't, and they probably keep using all these ones that they had from, like, the 1700s or whatever, and that kind of stuff's going to kill it, I think. Same thing with Kabuki, which is
I was going to bring that up.
Okay, yeah. Kabuki has some new performances, but a lot are really old.
Now, when you say some new performances, you mean like new performances of old works, or
no? I mean they have works. They have Kabuki performances all the time. I meant like they don't have that many new works, but there are some. But.
No, it's okay. If you were to scale it between Kabuki and ballet, which is more popular in its respective homelands?
Good question. That's hard to say, actually. I actually am not even quite familiar with how popular ballet is. Like, I know in the States it's probably not that popular.
Well, here in Europe, I think in major metropolitan areas, yes, you're gonna have, like, in every major city, there's probably a couple major performing ballets, but
ballet troupe.
But for the most part, not really. You have to go somewhere special to go see it. How is it for Kabuki?
Well, it's not like you can just like go to the corner market and watch a Kabuki performance or something. Right. There are actual like special halls for Kabuki performances too, but like the Kabuki kind of fights with No. Do you know No?
No.
It's more traditional and it's more artsy.
Okay.
Kabuki is more the common man's art or whatever, so it's a little bit more accessible, and so I think it's a little bit more popular than No, N-O-H, but at the same time, like, No is considered more art, so, okay. Yeah, I don't know, like, I do think that Kabuki is still kind of rather popular, like, but it's definitely a dying art too, because, like, yeah, to do Kabuki, you have to be in a Kabuki family, and it's sort of like
a handed-down generation thing?
Yeah, it's a lineage thing, and you know, less and less people are probably wanting to do Kabuki, and less people are watching it, and so, yeah. It's definitely still around, though.
Okay. Well, ballet's still pretty popular. I mean, like, my daughter did gymnastics, which was... it wasn't ballet, but it was gymnastics / ballet. You know, some people were tights, and they were starting to do, like, you know, basic ballet stuff. But, yeah, it's still around. Little kids still want to do it, so it might just be around for quite a while. So, you want to wrap it up here?
Yeah, I think that's about enough. Well, yeah. Dance! Contact us on the web at www.pizzabento.com. That's our bloggy thing. Or
visit us at www.pizzabento.com. Oh my God, where am I? Is this contact? Wait, did you say visit or contact?
I said visit.
Oh, okay, so email us at pizzabento@gmail.com. Special cakes.